feels like a relic of yesteryear when a rivalry is built on tainted water. But as these fans know, the Little Brown Jug history is a long one, and when it's on the line, everyone is thirsty for a sip of victory. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Michigan's offense will go on the attack first. The Gophers put up quite a fight for the Jug last year, but it was the Wolverines pulling out a close one.
And that's not a surprise. Michigan dominates this series, and they own the Little Brown Jug. You might as well put Wolverines on it as much as they've won it. They need to make sure they set the tone early. Don't give them in this.
There he goes. Still on his feet. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. They'll ride the hot hand. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Grabbed behind the line. It's Dupree. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Minnesota's offense will go to work for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan.
Oh, he's got some space. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. This rivalry dates back to 1892, but it was in 1903 that fielding Hurry-Up Yost was worried that Minnesota would contaminate his water supply, hence the start of the... And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the catch down the right side. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. And the Golden Gophers are rolling down the field. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Golden Gophers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Coming out with it, it's King. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need... Breaks into the open! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Finds the tight end. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get this drive started from the 29. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down. They've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Making side adjustments here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's reeled in. It's Hall. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Not enough for the first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. A quick pass to the left. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for a crease. It's Ford. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Finding an escape route. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Now they're going to throw it. Floats it out in space. Turning it on. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Touchdown, Minnesota! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by 4 over Vanderbilt. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And some room to work. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They're going to ride this running back, fighting off the defender. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to scramble. That's caught. It's Marsh. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Wolverines will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really not.
There he goes. Oh, what a cut. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out and be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They march 79 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Kane.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the tip, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Golden Gopher.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quick step and go. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And the 4th and inches, man, I'm going for it no matter where I'm at in the field. If I'm in scoring range, if I'm in the red zone, if I'm on the 1, I'm going for it. I have to be able to get inches in these situations. Nice job by the offense.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
Turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, great energy in that building and a fun first half for both Michigan and Minnesota with the little brown jug on the line. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Michigan plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Looking for blockers. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Snap it to the back. Thrust that arm out. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Golden Gophers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give out of the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. And they'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47. The Golden Gophers are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Lanier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short. This offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking for a big gain. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. On the move is the 30. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Michigan has dominated this rivalry over the years, and they look oh so close to securing the jug again.
You look at Michigan on paper, and they have an advantage all over the place against Minnesota. It was a question of whether they could just stay out of their own way. If they eliminated the mistakes, we knew this was going to be a tall order for Minnesota, and Michigan just looks dominant.
Yeah, it stinks, but it is the facts. The facts are you're less talented at Minnesota, and you've got to play really, really well, especially in these rivalry games, and hope to cast Michigan on a bad day. But that little brown jug is inching towards Michigan's sideline now.
Fielded in the end zone. It's King. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Give to the back. Finding open areas. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Leaves it with the running back. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the ground game. Got room at the 35. There he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. That's caught. It's Sampson. Crosses the